What an incredible week. But it was cold. No doubt about it. One look at that roof and all that snow, you know this was not an easy week. But boy, did we get things done. It is a crazy winter wonderland trying to dig us out. It's flooring day. It doesn't look like it, but it's flooring day. Everybody, meet Ken. Ken's starting the work here from a few boards that I got laid in this room. I got them straightened out and made sure we were off to a good start. And he took a running leap from there and vaulted us forward. Ken knows his stuff. Ken came out of retirement to help with some of this flooring work, and he's a machine. I got to be honest, the guy works at an incredible pace and does incredibly good quality work. The two of us together, it felt unstoppable. And so as we continued to move things around and work our way through into the kitchen, it was a pretty fast day. We did about 7 hours this day just cranking through, and you can see we had to clear out that kitchen so that we had room to lay the flooring all the way in. Here's the end of day one, some of that carnage, leftover boxes. The next morning, here's where we started. We had just gotten into the bedrooms, and we had quite a bit of work to do. So we finished the kitchen, got everything in place so we could get the appliances in. You can see it's all set. I even threw some trim in there so that it looks good behind the appliances where nobody's going to look anyway. And then put the baseboard underneath the cabinets. Here's Ken getting back into it, getting the main room done over here. By the way, this is a waterproof laminate from Mohawk. It is our first time using this product, and I really like how it went down. This is something I hope to use more of in the future. I'm really impressed. This is us getting to that Jack and Jill closet, and what happened here is Ken decided, okay, I'll go left, you go right. Let's split up for a while and see what happens. So he started down that road. I started down this bedroom and continued on until I had it fully floored out. Did that one myself. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, Ken was cranking in the other room, which was far more work because going the other way with this flooring is essentially installing it backwards. So it's a lot more effort. But you can see he got it done. I helped. And at the end, you always got that obscure piece in the corner. It's going to be the hardest to get in, but we got it. There it is. Well, here we are, the end of day 2. It is dark. We have been at it for 2 whole days, but look at this. Yes, we have a floor. I've even got a stove that lights up. Got to finish putting the dishwasher in, and it's appliance time. I mean, look at how exciting that is, right? The floors are in. All the tools and everything are here. We're going to have to clean up tomorrow because we just got stuff to do. Myself and our flooring guy who did an amazing job in here. We have finally got flooring. So you can see a piece of quarter round if you look closely over there. That is going to have to go around this room. And there has to be one piece in this room, though we were able to tuck it under the edges on this. The rest of it has been neatly trimmed out and cut around using the oscillating tool. So it's all in place and very flat. Turned out really well. All the vents went in cleanly, so that's good because all those vents are new. This is an exciting day. We, though it doesn't look like it, are almost done. As I left that night, I couldn't help but take this picture. Rather picturesque, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so. As I leave the house tonight, it is snowing yet again. I don't think this winter is ever going to end, and it hasn't even officially started yet. But check it out. Got my little light going here. Got my lights going up to the top. And a little help from the very top of the stairs. So these little lights, these solar lamps I put in, there's not much to them, and they were pretty cheap. But gosh, that's pretty useful. Okay, 5:16 on a Wednesday night. Check it out, people. Very exciting day. The appliances are in. The water runs, the appliances work, all of the plastic is off. You know, on these refrigerators, there's two ways to mount the door, and this one came mounted on the other side, so we had to flip it because, hey, when you open it, you want it to open toward the action, right? So we had to move that around, but what a cool day to see lights on in the fridge, huh? We've got the mighty mini dishwasher. It is online, water, drain, and power. And so this is a great little thing. If you don't have a lot of room in your kitchen, this is an 18-inch dishwasher. Most of them are 24 inches wide. This one's 18, and we have it in our own house. Absolutely love it. First time we've bought this particular oven. It is a Frigidaire 5-burner. Man, it is like a sci-fi grate. It is so cool, but I really like it. And this too is online. So let me turn this. Boom, look at that. We got flame. So the dishwasher, the oven, and of course, last but not least, we finally took the plastic off the microwave just a few minutes ago. This is a usable kitchen. We've got the kick panels installed underneath the different cabinets here and underneath the dishwasher. So the kitchen coming together really fast. We got some touch up to do and a couple covers to put on, and well, I haven't installed or secured that part of the countertop yet, but this part is in and everything is in fact working fine. So, oh gosh, wow, what a big day. I've got a little trim to do here. Got the trim on over there though. Some touch-up paint. Folks, it is looking like a house. What a huge update between the floors, the kitchen cabinets, and getting everything secured. We are coming down to the home stretch. In fact, just a few minutes ago, now it's dark, so you can't see much, unfortunately. I put the trim in this closet. The flooring is done, which means I have to remove some packing goodies off of this monster, but then I'm going to tuck it in. Somebody was here today from the plumbing team looking at this and said, wow, you know, that's a really impressive device. It uses a regular 115 volt outlet, so just a single cord, and a hot and a cold feed and a drain. Why that matters is you didn't hear gas line or vent. This is an all-inclusive unit here that runs off a household outlet. Now, I put a dedicated outlet in for it, but still, that's amazing. This really is going to be a cool thing. I can't wait to tuck it in the closet. Super, super heavy right now. We've got it sliding on upside down flooring pieces that we have left over, trying to keep it from scratching the floor. Whew, what a job. Anyway, we're getting there. Doors are still off because we've got a lot of touching up to do and some quarter round to put in. But wow, I am so excited by today. For the first time in this project's history, we have a basically functional kitchen. Woohoo! This is where all the detailed work comes in. All those little pieces had to be cut for just one post. And of course, nothing's level, nothing's straight. It takes time, a lot of time. But this is what it looks like afterwards. There was a lot of this type of work done today. Lots of details, quarter round, shoe, trim. Whew. This is a big moment. That closet swallowed this gigantic washer dryer whole. And it's alive. Countertops take a lot of time to get right. You want them level, and of course, no corner is ever square, so now you have to figure out, well, how do I make this square, not too far from the wall? How do I get this seam straight right there so that it's almost invisible, right? All that stuff is kind of tough. And then there's shimming to do under here, and then you put some screws in through the bottom to make sure it's held up. And then the hardest part, by the way, my wife's idea here to floor this area so that it doesn't look like it's, just plywood or something. It looks great. Up in here, let's see if this works. There's just 3 bolts that tighten that corner together. Specialty bolts. I pulled a contortionist act getting in here and tightening those suckers up so that this countertop would be good. But here we are. Countertop is in. The other work today was putting in the remaining base quarter round. So getting it in front of the doors, doing this closet. This is that Jack and Jill closet, kind of top-down look. Putting the quarter round around it. This still has to be painted, but what a cool look. Look at that, the floor got in. We did all of the work, flooring and trim, all week long. Here, outside, standing on ice, cutting in the snow, with this setup. Ugh, that was not ideal. But this is where we land. This is where we leave you this week. The next time you see something from us, it'll be a final walkthrough. Touched up paint, cleaned, and ready to go. Woohoo!